Vision is a fundamental requirement of all what changes. And what changers are focused visionaries. You got a word from the Lord, you got a vision from the Lord, and you stay with it until it sticks. You just stay with it until it sticks. So, and when I did that was exactly the words I said that made me went viral.
This is the closest I've sat with Bishop Oyedepo. Both of you are creatives. How do you handle bad opinions? Has it happened to you before?
When I started mimicking Bishop Oyedepo, it became a very tough season for me because a lot of people kept coming back to like,
why are you mimicking the man of God? The wrath of the Lord will come upon you. You might just keep an eye.
Oh yes, a lot. Someone even came to my DM and messaged me. I was like, this thing that you're actually doing, you better go and ask God for forgiveness. Because tomorrow, leprosy can just eat. I'm like, what in the name?
One of the assumptions people may have about you is that you came from a place where everything is put together. And you are just a privileged boy who is just enjoying himself. Is that true?
I wish.
Have you suffered before?
Sir, I don't have a childhood picture of myself.
What?
Yeah. There's no money to take pictures. So you can understand where I'm coming from. Yeah. I learned how to fast not because I needed to know how to fast, was because there was no food in the house.
In today's episode, we're joined by two outstanding creatives. White Berry, aka Son of the Prophet, the cinematographer and content creator who has become one of Africa's most recognizable Christian storyteller, and Dara Speaks, the spoken word minister whose words hit like fire every single time she opens her mouth.
I've seen both your videos and your live presentations, and I think there's a sense of passion that you do what you do with. Is that also coming from some of the experiences you've had, in the sense that you can relate with what you're saying?
I got to realize that I'm telling my story. Like, I didn't even know, right? I didn't know at all that at every point I told my story. And it got to a point that I didn't even know that some of my pieces are like prophecies.
Wow.
That I wasn't careful, and maybe I'll just feel like I didn't pray against it, let it not like become my reality. Because at some point, I literally walked into it, without knowing.
Wow. Can you create something right now, on the go? Something.
So please don't cry.
We'll not cry.
Yeah.
Let's adjust ourselves. Emotions suspended.
I'm broken, helpless. Everything I placed my hand on crumbled down, and it looks as if I was about to drown. But Sean Copen and going babbling.
Who goes you?
That was great.
Is that what he said? Who goes you?
Who goes?
What? You know how powerful that is, right?
Yes, sir.
Were you always like that?
No.
Let me ask you this question. Do you fear the fact that marriage can affect the perception of this ministry and the acceptance of this ministry?
Hey guys, if you're watching this now, that means you have ears for intelligent conversations, and this is exactly where you want to be. We have conversations that will get you at the edge of your seat, and this particular one is one you don't want to miss. I have a very honest request from you as we start this conversation. I'd like for you to like this broadcast. That helps us to get this to as many people as possible. You know, we can work together, getting intelligent conversations to people all over the world. And I'd like you to drop your comment. Let us know how you feel. Let's know how this has impacted you. And one thing you want to do also is to subscribe to this YouTube channel, as this will notify you whenever we're bringing up videos, podcasts, or any other kind of video that can be a blessing to your heart. I look forward to having you again and again on this show. Thank you so much.
I'm trying to put it in the right words, how to describe the both of you. You bring today different blends of creativity. And so I have some very popular figure in the house, and I'm so excited to I have the both of you. And we are going to be having some very cool conversation. You know, but let me start with this. You are son of the prophet.
Yes, sir.
Suddenly, you came online and announced that you're switching
Yes, sir.
from mimicking Bishop David Oyedepo to what you're doing now
Yes, sir.
as Andla.
Yes, sir.
Is that what you switched into?
Yes, sir.
What do you want to be known for?
That's a deep question, sir, to be
Yes.
honest. I think one of the major things for me is I want to be known as that one person who use his platform to push what God is actually doing. The Azusa Street happened, but little can you get some clips of those things, you know, that happens. And sometimes I watch Latry at Bonke videos, and I'm just like, I wish I was the one in that scene, you know, situation to really vlog the behind the scenes, what really happened, and then putting that thing out there for the world to see. And for me, I want to be remembered as that one person who, yes, is not perfect, but used all that he has to actually propagate God's kingdom and what God is doing in his own generation. And if I have the opportunity, pass the baton.
Baton of Andla.
So not like the handler, like the concept of it.
The concept
Yes.
of it. I mean, it's interesting. I think it took some level of audacity to leave what you were known for
Yes, sir.
and switched for the unknown. Why? What happened behind the scene?
Okay, this is a very, you know, I mean, we're disclassifying. So, earlier before, I've never shared this anywhere before. This would be the first time I'm saying this. Before I went to minister at Redemption Camp, you know, at the whole auditorium, I think it was like 2021, there about 2021, 22, was during, like, in December.
Yourself and the guy mimicking
Yes,
Daddy Joe.
Daddy Gio, yes, sir. Before going that period, the Lord said to me, that's what will make you minister at the Redemption Camp Auditorium is your last ministration. Yeah. I had it clearly. I told my manager, I'm like, once we minister at the Redemption Camps Auditorium, that's our last ministration. So when the opportunity came, because I wasn't meant to minister that day. I went to help my sister sell food on campground because she's a caterer. So I went to her sister in December to sell food and her. And suddenly, you know, P. Daniel heard I was around, and then I went to say hello to him. Then he called and said, "Oh, I want you to speak, you know, during the youth program, PFN, you know, Pastor Seed Family, PSF rather.
PSF.
Yeah, the Pastor Seed's family to speak to the youth and all with, you know, the person who mimicked Bishop, Daddy Adeboye. And we went there. After ministering, I waited because Pastor Leke Adeboye also came in to also minister. Then the next thing was, I waited for Pastor Leke to be done just to say hello to him. And then he was like, "Would you like to see Daddy this evening?" I'm like, "Will I like, or you should carry me and go and see him?"
Yeah,
You know, in my
interesting.
mind, yeah. And I had the opportunity to, you know, he said, "Okay, no problem. Come with your Daddy Gio," according to him. That's what he said. And then the pastor had already even left Redemption Camp when I got him, like, "You have to start coming. You have to drop down the bus, fly back again to Redemption Camp."
Wow.
You know, yes. So that evening when we got there, the plan was to see Daddy Adeboye lay his hand on us and we go and do what we used to do. But suddenly Pastor Leke came and was like, "What you spoke about during," because he was telling me in his words that what I spoke about during the youth program in the morning was exactly what he also wrote in his own book.
Wow.
Yes, so he was like, you know, winners have their own way of saying, understanding the breakthrough power of, but, you know, he was just putting those words together. And he said, "Okay, someone will come and pick you and then you'll be going to minister." And I'm like, when he said the statement, everything around me actually like went off because I'm like, oh boy, what will make me go into the new auditorium rather, and hold the mic. This is the last stage.
You were staying true with that
Yes,
word.
yes, because I'm grateful to God I hear from God. So I went inside that day, and then what a lot of people do not know, that the statement I said in those ministration was speaking to myself, not to the audience, because the words I said there was actually the first statement that made me went viral. I repeated again intentionally, because that was the end of a new beginning.
What was that?
That's vision. So it was vision is a fundamental requirement of all world changes, and world changers are focused visionaries.
Say it like you would have.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it was more like a vision is a fundamental requirement of all world changes, and world changers are focused visionaries. You got a word from the Lord, you got a vision from the Lord, and you stay with it until it sticks. I mean, you just stay with it until it sticks. So, and when I did that was exactly the words I said that made me went viral.
This is the closest I've sat with Bishop Oyedepo.
And I did that day. I said a statement also that on behalf of the entire Winners Chapel, because I'm not sure any Winners Chapel might have such opportunity again in terms of mimicking to do such on that scale. And I said, on behalf of the entire Winners Chapel, I want to say a very big thank you, sir. So it was me giving myself a message, and I went to meet Daddy Gio, because Daddy Gio said he was going to pray for us. He said he wanted to see us. And at that point, I prostrated before Daddy, and then he dragged my hand and he said some words, and afterwards we left that day. So when I left that place, I told my manager, I'm like, it's just it.
It takes audacity.
Yes, sir.
To leave what revealed you.
Yes, sir.
When I saw that, I said to myself, that's my kind of crazy guy. And it takes vision,
yes,
to do that. You, on the other hand, you have been known for spoken words. And do you feel sometimes people project their opinions on your art, your craft?
A lot.
You in particular?
Yes, a lot.
What are some of your bad experiences?
After administration, somebody walks up to me and tells me, Dara, you sang too much. Because before spoken word, it was music for me. Because I sing.
You've always been a singer?
Yes.
Wow.
And I've been put down several times. I've gone for competitions that one of the judges said, I'm the reason why someone that knows how to sing will not win.
Come again?
You're the reason why someone that knows how to sing will not win. 2016.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. So I went for like 3 competitions, and at every point I got to the finalist. So it got to a point I just felt like putting me down it was way too much, and I couldn't handle it. So I just had to just be.
How do you undo such pressure?
Now, I am learning to not pay attention and do the actual blueprint that I have.
That you have.
Yeah.
And that speaks to the both of you, considering that we're in the era of social media, which is quite a loud era. People have opinions, whether it is good or erratic, and they are not hesitant to project those opinions on people. Both of you are creatives. How do you handle bad opinions? Has it happened to you before?
Yes, please. When I started mimicking Bishop Oyedepo, it became a very, tough season for me, because a lot of people kept coming back to why are you mimicking the man of God? The wrath of the Lord will come upon you. You might just sleep and not wake up.
Are you serious?
Oh, yes, a lot. Someone even came to my DM and messaged me. I was like, this thing that you're actually doing, you better go and ask God for forgiveness, because tomorrow leprosy can just eat. I'm like, what in the name? And these people are Christians. So it's so painful that it's coming from the people you should find, refuge in or peace in. There was a video I uploaded on my YouTube channel that had over 9 million views.
and then there were about, I think, over 1,000 comments. As of the time where I checked it, it was like 8 million views, about over 1,000 comments. 964 comments are negative. Yes.
How do you handle such?
So I got to the point that not building tough skin, but neglecting what people are saying about me. I define me, not you. So I got to that. It was tough to get to that level, but I got to that level that as long as you insult me and it's not adding to my bank account, I don't care. Yes. So that was my own ideology. Like, as if you insult me and it deducts maybe 1,000 from me, I would start. It will be painful, but as long as there's literally no side effect on, my account and on, go ahead, say what you say, because there's no bad PR. It all depends on where you swing it towards.
That's a serious one. And what's your coping mechanism?
So initially, I used to delete the comments.
You get tired.
Yeah.
You get tired.
Yeah, because the first video that went viral was on worship. And I got comments like, who are you shouting at? Don't tell us what to do. You're not the one to tell us how to worship. It's about the heart. So the comments were so devastating that...
Do you get to block sometimes?
Yes. Yes.
Have you blocked
yes.
before?
Yes, I have. I have a list of them. It got to a point that I blocked this person. The person used another account again. And then I blocked that same account. I deleted the comments, blocked every account that person created. I reported that. No matter the amount of account he opens, it cannot work again, right? And anyway, there was a time that... So I do this once in a while, Apostle. And what do? Is that in my comment section, there are some videos I will upload and I know that people wants to comment. I block it.
How do you block it ahead?
Yeah, so I can tell a video that will go viral, because, I've studied algorithm to a point.
Yeah.
And then I just block the comment section. It's painful to a lot of people not to be able to comment on a video that they have an opinion on. Then what would I do next? I would now upload a picture and allow you enter into that place, comment, and then algorithm boost that post. And then you have the opportunity to comment on that one. Then I drop another video that is not even aligning with what you have actually done. And before you know it, everybody's attention is on the page with algorithm. That's when I feel like just flexing my muscles on social media.
That's a masterclass. Yeah, there you were talking about some of the experiences.
Yeah, I get to delete the comments. And this was like 2022. Mm-hmm. And I noticed that over time, it was no longer... who are you shouting at? They twisted it to, I love the energy. So, I got to realize that whatever I do, people will still talk. You know what? Let's give them something to talk about. Because at the end of the day, they will just stop talking. Yeah. So, right now, I think 2 or 3 days ago, I made a post on relationship. And it was so funny that people came to the comment section to fight me. And I'm like, as a man, if you don't have a purpose, you're not eligible to propose. And it was like, okay, what about the women? What about the women? Calling me names, and I'm like, wow. So I just had to let them, because the moment I get to maybe respond to a particular person, they all come under the comment section and then start attacking. I'm like, okay, you know what? Just do your thing. So I'm just there to spit truth, and that's it.
Will you say you've been able to grow tough skin now? Or you're still...
I'm still learning. Have
you broken down before in tears because have you been dragged before?
Online, not too much, but physically, yes.
Physically?
Physically, like over the phone.
Okay.
Yeah. Really? And after that call, I started crying.
People started calling you a line? Or someone you respected?
Someone I respected. And there was a call one time that I got, and it threw me off because it painted me as someone that sleeps around.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know, because according to this caller, it was said that after a meeting, I get to leave the auditorium and then follow men and go out and all of that. So the person is now advising me to... I should just be careful. That's not the kind of life I'm supposed to live. And I'm like, where is this coming from? So that one didn't make me cry. It made me laugh. Because, it made me laugh. But the other one made me cry because I'm like, you just want me to fit in to these shoes. And that's not me. you just want to paint a particular picture. And if I don't do that, you now get to like make me feel like you just tend to water down my craft. You get to water down what I do. And it's very painful because it's I don't know how authors do it. It's so difficult to write. Because I mean, my back is hurting. I have to sit. I have to do a lot of research on what I'm about to talk about, and then balance it with God's word. Because every single topic I want to talk about is rooted in God's word.
Wow.
So it can be very tasking.
Do you feel that it's more difficult here in Nigeria?
Yes, it is. Because when I started, they said, "Come and do your talk thing."
Yeah. Oh. It's always a thing.
Yeah, your thing, come and do your thing. And I'm like, it's not my thing. And moreover, this wasn't even given to me on a platter. It was something that I was actually broken, like so broken. And that's how Dara Speaks came to be.
You came from being broken.
Yeah, church hurt.
Oh, is this something you're comfortable to?
Oh, yes.
Okay. You may not go into too much details, just the degree you're comfortable with it.
Church hurt and coming out from a bad relationship at that time. So it was a point where
Someone served you breakfast.
It was...
Or you ate buffet?
I won't call it a breakfast. I will say that it was...
Platter. Clock it.
No. No, I think I served, right? But there was no table to even serve the breakfast in the first place.
I get that. I get that.
So coming from that and where I was serving at that time, it was like everybody supported him and I became the black sheep. So I was no longer given responsibilities in church to take the praise, worship, and all of that. So I was alone in that season of my life, 2018 to be precise.
Wow.
Yeah. 2017, November, down to 2018. Yeah. And it was at that point I just told the Lord, I still want this voice to be heard. So I didn't learn how to write anywhere. It was in my state of brokenness that I started.
I've seen both your videos and your live presentations. And I think there's a sense of passion that you do what you do with. Is that also coming from some of the experiences you've had in the sense that you can relate with what you're saying?
Initially, when I started writing, all I had in mind was, I want to talk about this topic. I got excited and then I just want to share it with people. But over time, I got to realize that I'm telling my story. Like, I didn't even know, right? I didn't know at all that at every point I told my story. And it got to a point that I didn't even know that some of my pieces are like prophecies.
Wow.
That I wasn't careful and maybe I'll just feel like I didn't pray against it, let it not like become my reality. Because at some point, I literally walked into it, without knowing.
Wow. Well, I ask you this question before I speak with Barry. When people sit on their sessions, your ministrations, what do you want to happen to them?
Oh, let men come to the knowledge of the truth. I can't speak and then you snap your finger.
How do you mean?
I can't speak and you snap your finger. That's like something they do in poetry. When you get to do a particular rhyme, like no, you can't do that. Right. You must come to the knowledge of the truth.
Is there a part of you that is also trying to help broken people?
So I noticed it of recent, like in recent times, because I have a community called Ample Room. So I noticed that we're preparing towards the meeting. It was like my first ever open meeting. While preparing towards it, I had that nudge that it's time to, get to listen to how these young ones think, where they've been through, where they've been to and what they've been through. Because they can't be creating as much as your own scenario. It was in a place of brokenness and a whole lot of things, but they cannot create from that point anymore. So I'm at that point where Ample Room is just beyond competition and all of that. We are scrapping that. We've scrapped that out entirely.
What
It's
kind
not
of
a place-
competition?
All creatives now, especially Christian creatives, I want to step on Barry so that my own light will shine.
No way. Does that happen here?
Yeah.
Barry seems shocked too.
Okay, maybe because I don't practice it, so I really can't
Yeah.
tell.
Yeah.
So that's how
Oh,
it is when
wow.
the
But yeah, but some
competition-
people do that actually.
they do that a lot. Like
They
a lot.
compete, yeah, within
Music, art, whatever it is.
But
But
step on each other.
yeah.
themselves. Yeah. More like, oh, I want to have the biggest concert more than this person. Maybe
Yeah.
this person did his own concert, 100 people.
You don't see collaborations.
You are
It's very
doing
difficult.
1,000. No, it's like, nah, I have to bring this musician. I'm the first to bring this music minister. Yeah.
Or you can bring a minister, like ministers from another city.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
just
it will be
flex
like,
it. Went to the airport.
oh man, if you see all the ministers on this flyer, no one is based in this city.
Yeah.
You know, it gives a level of,
Flew
I'm
them
doing
down,
well.
went
Yeah.
to the airport to pick them. Their flight is 2 p.m. Yeah. It's a thing.
That's something. When I see you, one of the assumptions people may have about you is that you came from a place where everything is put together. And you are just a privileged boy who is just enjoying himself. Is that true?
I wish. Because
Have you suffered before?
Sir. Okay.
Suffering is relative. What are some of the experiences you've had?
Okay. Let me start by saying this. The first ever picture, or let me use the word, I don't have a childhood picture of myself.
What?
Yeah. There's no money to take pictures. So you can understand where
Are
I'm
you
coming from.
serious?
Yeah. I think the one I can really recall was when I clocked 14. That was like the picture I had.
That's your first child.
Yes. That I know that, I have the memory that I went to the studio, I was holding a cake. And yeah, I took the picture. Where it got more interesting is that I stayed in a kiosk shop for 12 years.
In a kiosk
Yes,
shop
kiosk shop with my
for
family.
your mom.
My dad kiosk shop. I mean, he's a fashion designer. I stay, me, my brother, my sister, my mom.
Stay there like you helped to watch the
lived.
shop. Lived in the
Yes,
kiosk
12
shop.
good years. We bathe in the gutter. We defecate in nylon, tie it, throw it at the other side of they say that water goes through. Yes, sir.
In
12
what
years.
part of the world?
Lagos, Mafoluko Oshodi.
Mafoluko. Oshodi.
Yes, please. It got to the point that they will always say, oh, if you don't see them in the kiosk shop, they are definitely not at home. I mean, I learned how to fast, not because I needed to know how to fast, was because there was no food in the house. So that was where fasting really happened. Like, there's no food in the house for, to eat like next 3 days, and then you're just like, yeah, I'll turn it into fasting. I did my first 7 days dry fasting because there was no food.
Yeah. How many are you?
We're 3. My brother, my sister, and myself.
You are the second child.
Last born.
Last born.
Yes, please.
And now you're arguably the most popular.
Yes, please. Yes, I am.
Are there times you remember those experiences? And when you remember them, how does it affect you?
I actually remember most of the experience I had back then. I remember them sometimes like it was yesterday. Major reason because I deprived myself of a lot of things as a child. While growing up, I only had 2 shirts. This is not even storybook, it's a real life story. A lemon Sunday service shirt and a white Sunday service shirt. And then I was attending a redeemed church called Throne of Grace at Alaja Aziz. And then, something happened in the church, within the children church, which I won't want to go into details. And I was going home from there down to Osemene. I won't forget the location of the street then. And while I was going, I saw myself at the front of the Mr. Biggs rather. And I was actually crying. And because I saw a lot of parents coming with their cars, to take their children to Mr. Biggs. and what have you. And I looked at the mirror and I said to myself, White Olasukami Barry, what is going to take you to become great? You have to do it. If it's going to deprive you from not playing with your friends, you have to do it. Like, it was so bad that there was a family that doesn't even want us to associate with our own children. Like, she warned the three of us, never should I see you with my children again. You know, so once in a while, some of those experiences, the place where we're staying, that, you know, we're staying in the kiosk, the landlady gave us tough time.
The landlady of the kiosk.
Yes, gave us tough time. She had to take the picture one time, posted it on Facebook back then.
Are you serious?
Yes, that and because she's an Alaja, so I don't know, there's a way she just speaks and everything, and it became a big thing back then. So it got to the point that the only thing they always say is, if you don't see them in the kiosk shop, they went to church. If you don't see them in church, they traveled. Yes.
Do you mask pain?
I mean, I got to the point where I said to myself that I don't think I would get to where I am today if I didn't go through some of those things. Because if I had it very easy, I feel like I've also misused it. Because my work with God also started in those seasons of my life.
Yeah.
At the age of 14 also as well, was the first time I went to the mountain to pray myself. I told my mom, I said, I have to go to the mountain to pray. I was there for like 3 days. Nobody followed me. I didn't even have a phone. But I went to, Oriokeanu to pray. And when I was done praying then, that was the first time I heard from God. You know, and ever since then, it has been one level to the other. And yes, sometimes it's painful because you are like, you should have gone faster. But, you know, because of some of these things that happen, you just have to endure some of them. And here you are today. But I thank God I went through some of those things. At times I look back and I'm like, how I wish I didn't also go through them. Like, my dad have everything sorted and it's just like, you know, take this surname. You know, that type of vibe. And it's like, oh yeah, your dad has a culinary and you're just vibing around. And I don't look like what I've been through. So
No, you don't look like it, but your past videos look like it. Then the badness wasn't this fine, this smooth.
I didn't even have, funny enough, I mean, it was when I started mimicking Bishop Oyedepo I had bad hair. Yeah.
I don't envy you, bro.
I actually have a lot of, like, I have full hair. If you check my, like, past pictures, I have full hair, good hairlines.
I don't envy you. I don't envy you. You know, there's this thing I want to ask you there. That happens to people who are high impact individuals. That you can have so much accomplishment, and yet there are days you feel like they are nothing. Does it happen to you?
Yes. A lot.
How do you handle it?
Sincerely, I just shut everybody out. Yeah, and cry and beat myself. And sometimes the voices, I start hearing them, and then like comparison and, oh, I mean, this person is doing this. What is that person doing that you're not doing? You know, you can even do much more and everything. So, and when I get to that point, I literally cry, like wet my pillows a lot and pick up my phone again, pick up a pen, and then start reconstructing what's the next step from here. What do I do? How do I get better? How do I live beyond myself? Yeah.
When I saw you for the first time, should I tell you what I felt?
Yes, sir. Yes.
I felt I was seeing a lady that God has helped. One whose voice cut across. So I felt honored. I think that was at Bournemouth. That was the first time I saw you, physically.
4th of October, 2024.
Bournemouth. Is that not Bournemouth, the
No.
United Kingdom?
It's the United Kingdom, but it wasn't. I don't know if it was Bournemouth.
Bournemouth was Dr. Charles Woodward.
Yeah, I think that was last year. Last year's Bournemouth. Except maybe it's the same Bournemouth, but they use different venue.
Different venue.
Oh, okay, then it's
That was the meeting where I spoke with Oropo also.
yes.
That was the first time.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to bring out is nobody knows how you're feeling till you say it.
Yes.
So their opinion remains intact till you change it.
Yes.
You know. You seem to have experienced that also. Are there times till now that you feel you're behind?
I feel life is a race. You keep going towards it. There have been several times where I feel like I could have done more. I mean, I don't cry. I don't know. So
Yeah, you're a man.
no. I mean, men should cry, but what make me cry is when I see people succeed and I'm happy for them. You know, yeah. So like, I just
Breakup has not made you cry before.
no. I only listen to worship songs. Just go straight to.
Have you seen this video? I will not share a single tear. I will not share a single tear. I will not share a single tear.
So for me, it's
Wait, have someone broken up with you before?
oh yeah, sure.
How many people? How many times?
Major 3.
Yeah, you look like someone who had a recent breakfast, but continue with the story.
So I mean, for me, it's more like you keep journeying, and then the more you keep going, there's still more. And I got to the point where I said to myself that, I mean, just be grateful for where you are today, because tomorrow is a gift, and right now is a present. All you just need to do is just take it.
How do you measure your success?
This part, I think this is one major part. Well, let me speak not for myself alone. Let me say generally for creatives and all, is that when you achieve something, you don't even value what you have achieved yet until you sit back to really realize, it may not matter, try you.
You've come a long way.
Yes, I've come a long way. This was 2024. I went through a tough season of my life.
Are you serious?
Yes, like tough season of my life. And in that season, because that was when I stopped mimicking Bishop Oyedepo. So
Transition.
yes, transition. It was the transition year for me. And it got to the point that I had deals already on the table when I switched from stop mimicking Bishop Oyedepo. Yeah, so I had a deal of about 5 million naira then.
Yeah.
And my mind was already there like,
That's like the overall deal. That was like a big one.
Yes. So it was like, this was the season, but the Lord said, don't be in a place I've left.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was deep for me. I had to seek, counsel. And to be honest, when I wanted to switch, I didn't ask a pastor for an advice, because with all due respect to all pastors, right? I felt like they were not going to be honest with me. They are going to come to the standpoint of, are you sure you have prayed very well? You need
This is
to fast.
already working.
Sir?
Like what you're doing is already working.
Yeah,
Why
so
don't just
why
continue?
do you want to stop? Why can't you? I think for you should be thinking about, is a call now. Maybe you should pray to God to, I had to seek counsel from a business person. Yeah, because I want the person to look from the standpoint, that's Dr. Stephen Akintayo. I want the person to look from the standpoint of, and to be honest, I told him, I said, don't be spiritual with me, sir. Be honest.
But Dr. Stephen Akintayo is quite a spiritual person.
Yes, he is. So I'm like, no, I want you to be very honest with me. And then he said, what is your mind saying? I said, my heart is saying I should stop and I should put an end to it. And he said, okay, if that's what your heart is saying, then officially do it. And I'm like, what does officially doing something means? So, and he said, you have to do a video, because initially before then, I also asked Pastor Isaac Oyedepo. I mean, it was a man I served under for like a year. And I asked him the same question. His wife said a statement to me I'll never forget. And then she said, the more you journey in life and you on the light of your car, headlamp in the night, you don't get to see the end of the destination, but you have to start the journey. So as you journey, it keeps getting clearer. It keeps getting brighter. And she told me, she was like, it was Mama that said the same thing to her. And when she said it to me, throughout my flight, because that was the day I also left Abuja I went to do some assignments. And I kept thinking about it in the plane, like the more you journey. I couldn't stop thinking about it. That was throughout August because it was Youth Alive season. And long story short, I asked and then, okay, do the video. And I said to myself, I'm like, oh, it's about to go down. Do I really want to do this?
Perspective from the businessman.
Yes.
It's a very powerful perspective because it rescued you
Yes.
from brand confusion.
Yes, sir.
People could have been assuming, what was he doing now?
Yes, sir.
That's so powerful.
Yes, sir. So I left and I had to do the video. I didn't even tell my team members that was the video I was going to do. So my guys who started with me like way back 2019, they didn't know.
Wow.
I just told them, let's go and shoot the content. I was wearing my cloth and I said,
They didn't even know.
No.
So they were hearing behind the camera.
Yeah,
for
so
the
that
first
was like
time.
their first time. So after setting, wearing mic on me, and then I'm like, it saddens my heart to announce that I will no longer mimic Bishop Oyedepo again. They're like, oh, cut. So when you're saying that part, put more action so that, then from there, what's the next point of the skit? I know it's not a skit, I'm honest. They're like, Baba, you are joking. I say, I'm being honest. Because I knew if I had told them, they'll talk me out of it. And I don't want anybody to say anything. Like, I was clear about stopping. Really, really clear. Like, nobody can talk me out of it at that point. But I don't want people, because for them, they, psychologically speaking, they are doing me a favor by saying, I don't think you should do it, but they are hurting my future. So I had to be honest with myself. I did the video and, I sent it to Dr. Stephen Akintayo. I said, is this fine to go out? And he said, sure. Why not? So I edited the video myself. I collected the card from my guy because I know if that clip was with him,
he might not.
He would not edit it. He would tell me the footage was lost.
Corrupted.
So I sat down by myself and tell the story from the beginning. The voiceover was me. I edited from beginning to the end. Hence why a lot of people do not see anything to hold with the video. Like, oh, is it that they talked him out? Some people give different kind
there
of
could
comments.
be those kind of assumptions.
Yes, there were. But for me, it was really clear and plain that you need to live to get to the next phase. The more you journey, the better it gets clearer.
Wow. Again, how do you measure success?
I sit back and, I take break off first to really thank God. I measure my success by the season at which I'm in, looking backwards and thanking God for where I came from.
Okay.
So it's like a landmark. So for instance, ministering at Winners Chapel, bam, one landmark. So thanking God from before then.
You were not a Winners member?
No, I joined Winner in 2015.
Till now?
Yes, till now. I'm still full time. But the assignment is the church, the body. Not the church, the building.
Interesting. Dara, how do you measure your success?
I measure my success by looking at where I'm coming from and where I am at the moment. So I'll use, for instance, when I started spoken word, like my talk thing, as I call it, I minister in 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But over time, it moved to 5, 7, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 minutes, 1 hour. So it's, I had a conference match and the theme was success codes. And I sat down and was like, questions about success and all of that were just flying here and there. And I told myself, I said, maybe I don't appreciate myself enough. Right. I just feel like, that's when people try to fix you, give you a particular, have an opinion about you or want to conform you to the kind of person they want you to be. You've been too busy and distracted looking at that. Look at yourself, where you're coming from and where you are in the now and where you're going to. I'm like, I'm successful. Yes, because it's not. Yeah, because it's just been beautiful. Despite the challenges, despite times where I want to quit, despite moments where I've gotten themes that ordinarily I will not even try it. And then I get to challenge myself to do it. It's it stretches me. It makes me think. I mean, I should have like 8 pages in my head because I hate looking at the book when I'm talking, and then I have to like fuse in music alongside with it. So it's just a whole lot, and I'm like, I'm doing well.
Can you create something right now on the go? Something. Or I give you a topic.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, don't give it topic. Okay. So please don't cry.
We'll not cry.
Yeah.
Let's adjust ourselves. Emotion suspended.
I'm broken, helpless. Everything I placed my hand on crumbled down, and it looks as if I was about to drown. Regardless of what you think, the reality is you have a responsibility. Who you were does not define who you are. What you did does not limit what you can do. And when you understand this, the stronger you will stand. It's okay to cry, but check properly behind your neck. There's a label on it, handcrafted by God. He didn't assign his angels to make you. He made you himself. You were created because someone was creative. You will fall, you will fail, you'll be broken. But with Jesus, you have risen, you are healed, and you are an overcomer. So before you doubt his love, you should doubt your doubts, because there are prayers you haven't prayed yet. There are tongues you haven't spoken yet. There are songs you haven't sung yet. And now is the time. The Lord will send the rod of their strength out of Zion, saying, rule thou in the midst of your enemies. Your position is not based on how you feel. It's based on who he is. He is God in all times, at all times. He's big enough to be enough, and that's more than enough.
Who goes?
Who goes you?
That was great.
Is that what he said? Who goes you?
Who goes?
Let me try give my own spoken word.
Okay, let's go. Drum roll.
Rako Sata. I don't want to embarrass myself. That's something. You know how powerful that is, right?
Yes, sir.
Were you always like that?
No. I had to rehearse over and over again. I have to minister in front of inanimate objects. Like, I feel like they are they are my audience, right? I have to minister to myself and minister to the Lord. I have to go over and over and over again. Sometimes I get to miss my lines. I have to come back again. Just keep on. Sometimes if I'm sleeping. And the thing, the beautiful thing is, it's a prayer stretch for me, because I literally have to be in tune. Because at every point, if personally, that's the way I work with the Holy Spirit. If a paragraph is not sitting well, he literally tells me, does it make sense to you? Now take that paragraph, take it to the end, then swap. So now it makes sense to you. Okay, now continue. So it's a journey for me. It's like maths. And then I have to, just like just concluded Festival of Life. That piece was written the morning of the dress rehearsal. So I was already fidgeting, like, I can't do this. Wow. And then he stretched me by saying, you can do more. And then I had to start scoring the Lord's Prayer in Aramaic. Yeah, that was Aramaic. I did the opening.
Was that?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was. Yes.
Was that the first time?
Yes.
You had to learn that.
Yes.
That day.
Yes.
No way. And that's what makes the extraordinary different.
Yeah.
It's the extra. Everyone can do the ordinary things, but the fact that you go the extra mile.
Yes.
How far do you intend to go with this?
Oh, Father. But for me, at this point, it's beyond events. Yeah, there is a beckoning on, like, come up hither. It's beyond you at this point. So you're going to create like an ecosystem where these ones, you have their gift to be expressed on this platform. They also have to be heard, because, I mean, you can see where you're coming from and how so many times you were put down. So many times they literally shut me out. I mean, the few minutes I had in church, they had to cut me off entirely, saying, you're coming to church just to do your talk thing. So they literally cancelled me entirely. And I went back to a 9 to 5. Yeah. So this is a point where don't look for the job anymore. You are the job. So there is just a whole lot for me to do, bringing people up and making them feel not just seen, but to be heard. And also, like, that push I didn't get, I'm going to push them. The mistakes I made, I will make sure by the grace of God that they don't make it. So that's the reason for Ample Room, where we don't just do conventional sittings and all of that. I can literally bring a lawyer, he's a pastor in that mountain of influence. He comes and teaches, he gets to teach these young people, because I didn't know anything about the music side of business, spoken word business. I didn't know that. I'm literally learning on this job I'm in. I didn't know anything like that. I didn't know that you can record and put on streaming platforms and then generate. I didn't know all of that. So at this point is where there are resource persons that can come teach these ones, and then there will still be room where they can. I want to hear the way they think. I want them to pour themselves out so that we know how to help, especially when it comes to the emotional part of it.
Wow. You sound very passionate.
Yes, I am.
And it's powerful. Let me ask you this question. And I'll tell you a story behind it. I was in school, secondary school. There was this girl that was doing better. My class was the most competitive class in the school. It was the kind of class where the difference between the first to seventh is just point.
Wow.
That's how competitive it was. I can remember their names in my head. But there was this girl that was just a pin in the neck. And I was trying all my best to catch up. And one day my teacher called me and said, Femi, don't struggle. She's a girl. As soon as guys start talking to her, she will drop. Eventually, by the time we got to SS2, she was nowhere to be found among the first 7.
Wow.
She dropped badly. Do you fear the fact that marriage can affect the perception of this ministry and the acceptance of this ministry?
Everybody loves what I'm doing. So what I've come to understand is that they love the glamour. They love the Dara speaks. They don't get to know the Chidera behind the scene. So every single person, they just want, yeah, I love this about you, I love that about you. Okay, then get to know me. And I'm seeing that your thought process and mine is different. Your conversation is not stimulating my mind. Bro, I cannot be poor. I know where I'm coming from.
Where are you coming from?
Like Barry's all is different. But mine, I grew up way too fast because life came crashing very fast. And I had to step up immediately. As funny as my 100 level, my mom had to borrow 59,700 for me to get into Uniport. Yeah, she did. And getting, then shoes were like 1,000 naira, 1,500, 11. So I go to Aba, get shoes on credit, come back to Uniport, hawk shoes. I even got kicked out at some point by security people. So I know that phase.
You went through all that.
Yes, I'm the first child. So at some point, my life will have to pause for my siblings. And my parents dictated everything I should do. Study this course. Don't do it this way. You go to Madonna. The person said, you go to Madonna. The other one said, I'll go to Convenant University. And then when life just crashed, because my dad was affected, the North. He was among the Christians that were affected in the North, 2011 April.
You guys were living in the North?
No, he was just the only one living there.
What part of the North?
Kavanchan.
Kaduna?
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes. So when life came crashing down, I had to grow up so quick. And the only school fees I remember that they paid was 27,500 second year. 300 level, 400 level, school fees were not paid. I paid that school fees 6 years after graduation to enable me go for service 6 years after graduation.
you served 6 years
Yeah.
after you left school
Yes.
because you had debt to clear.
Yes. No certificates, nothing.
What was that season like for you?
It's just somehow I had the courage to just do something. I had like a little secretary job. So the small 25,000 naira then, yeah, I was just like trying. But just somehow I knew there was more, but who wants to listen to me? And I mean, who wants to encourage me? You know, is the regular church routine, go for church rehearsal, come back, go for first service, second service, you come back. There is nobody you can literally be vulnerable to. So I just had to like, you know what, let me just do this. And then I said, look, sourcing out for jobs, you know, because I mean, I have my siblings in school that I have to, you know, support in one way or another and all of that. And it was really strenuous, but I kept on because I remember one time working in a bar, because I used to work in the bar, the restaurant part.
Bar or is it Barcelona or bar?
Bar, in a bar at
Bar to
night.
like retreats. Which one?
No, bar, like
Buddha, everything.
bar, like live.
Dorime?
Yeah, Dorime, Haribo. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You worked in a bar before?
Yeah.
You were serving drinks?
So because of how timid and I didn't want that kind of life, I was in the kitchen. Yeah, so I take orders and then the waiters would go and serve. So in the morning, I'm a vocal coach, Charles Dale. At night, I work in the bar. Yeah, and then from there, I graduated to Market Square. I stand from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. I was working as a merchandiser for a makeup person. And then I moved to Spa. Yeah, 12 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Wow.
So it was quite a season.
You know, it's so amazing hearing this from the both of you. Again, I just want to see your humanity and what your journey looks like. And it's strange, the things I'm hearing. Please continue.
So it has been, then it was a very tough season. And I mean, you going to even meet somebody, they will even use your name as a topic. You gossip. Gossip will want to, like, you know, remove your eyelash and everything. So you just have to like bring yourself out of that whole atmosphere. And that was when I just said that, you know, that hunger to visit different churches. So then I stayed with House on the Rock. Then I'll go to listen to this pastor, and then it's like, oh, this person, you know, that's that love. I'm like, oh my God, I'd love to be close to this pastor one day, that kind of thing. And then it was just, it has been quite a journey. It has been quite a journey.
You're yet to answer my question.
What's the question? Okay.
The question is, what do you do in case someone comes to your life who doesn't fancy? You know, people can like the idea of you and not know you.
Oh, yes.
Which you've talked about. Does that scare you?
Yes, because they want to bottle me. They like want to, some persons feel like, or some men, because it's like the men now, they feel like, she's too, you have to calm down. Or I get over here in Europe, they don't do it this way. So it's like, this is how, you know, the Christianity thing, this is how it should be. I've gotten things like, oh, there are you, I love what you're doing, I love this, live this. But if it's a situation that we are married, and then there's an event, a meeting, a conference you're supposed to go for, we'll check how much you're paying. I can pay the money and you stay back in the house.
Interesting.
Oh, yes.
Interesting.
I knew I had to run.
New one, right?
New one.
If you have a wife who is a spoken word artist, and she's going for spoken word, what would your perspective be?
I think for me, I would even drive her down there. And I mean, if I'm not busy, right, I'll be in that program. And once she's done, we're going home. right? I mean, for me,
Once she's done, you're going home. That sounds like a threat.
Yes.
no,
There should be meet and greet. There should be meet and greet.
Wait, that's not where I'm going to. What I'm trying to say in the nutshell is, I would support my wife if she's a spoken word artist, because I feel like what she's doing is a burden for a generation. She has to go out there, say all the things that she needs to say. I mean, for me, it's even that.
Why are you
at
sounding
one
too convincing? Calm down.
No. So for me, sir, I mean, I'm going to be, what's the word now? I'm a lover boy, right?
Are
I
you
know
serious?
myself very well,
You are Bishop
there'll be this-
Oyedepo.
Except Bishop Oyedepo also love Mami Faith.
Interesting.
So I'm going to, give the support as much as possible, because I myself also have a vision, right? And my vision is towards the media aspect. So there could always be one or two things to, be done. Than, so to say that you are now boxing someone and say, don't have the
don't do
expression. It's really, it's frustrating, or it could be frustrating when somebody already had the plans and everything. Because I had Mommy Choma Jesus said some statement one time about her husband, and then I'm just like, thank God for someone like her husband also as well. Because I've had several time where she's like, she gets back from ministration, she can't even pray, her husband pray, anoint her, and I'm just like, can we men be more like that, than boxing?
I was told by a pastor, like a prophet, a pastor, that the way you talk, men will be scared to come close to you. When they see that Dara on stage, hey, it looks like that's how you'll be challenging them at home. And I'm like, but that's a different person. And this, me.
It's like, to be honest, in 2020, the person that broke up with me apparently liked the fact I was mimicking Bishop Oyedepo. Like, is this what is going to use to feed you when you people get? Oh, yes. Yes, it was a thing. So, you saying it right now, I can't order, because for her, it's like,
your volume went up suddenly. Psychologically, it means the breakfast was hot.
oh, he was. The only song I went back to was Dr. Poleneche, Close to You. Lord, I pray. Close to you, Lord, I pray. Lord, you have myself with you. Let my heart is in you, close to you. I sang the song over and over. It was on repeat for like 3 months. The song was on repeat. And the funniest part is, when you go through such breakup, you lock up. Like, you just lock up. Everything you want to do is to excel.
But you said you can't share the tear for a single sister.
I didn't cry. It was just pain.
We were sitting close to you.
No, you cried in your heart.
Okay, yes. I mean, but not like physically.
Yeah, you did share the single tear.
Yes, I did not. But it was just that I just kept listening to that song over and over and over and over.
Interesting.
To the point I'm just like, when Dr. Posh released another album, like, I was ready. I was with Dr. Posh. And Nature was the one that, his albums actually saw me through those period. Yeah.
For me, I feel scared sometimes. I do feel scared sometimes. Yeah, because let it not be said that when she was single, she was doing, and then she not got married.
Yeah, it's also a big thing for me too. Like,
It's a big deal for you.
yeah, it is. I've seen a couple of people that before they got married, you hear their names, they're
doing very well,
doing well.
like
Suddenly they
singing
get
and all that.
married, and it's just like, we really can't hear much about them. They got into their closed doors. Some of them just switch, like, stop doing what they are doing, and then something they're like, reality has to set in. We have to get serious with life. I'm like, wait, were you not serious with life before? Like, I feel like marriage should amplify what I'm doing, not kill what I'm doing.
Kill it.
Yeah, so that aspect, it's
very
it's
sensitive.
scary.
I mean, a man has told me one time that he'll open a boutique for me. Like, I'll just have a boutique, and I'm like, so everything in my life is to sit down in a boutique. I think there is more. There's a clothing line.
Culture.
Yeah, there's a clothing line there, yeah. There is, I mean, there's a movie part, there is a spoken
Exactly.
cinematic, there's a book part, there's ample room. It's just like one thing and then just
as
spread.
different.
Sometimes my biggest fears for creatives is that I hope the happiest single doesn't become the saddest married man. Sadness is not necessarily because something bad happens. It can be a product of being with someone that doesn't value your highest expression of freedom. And then you have to conform. Now that you're a husband, a dad, the brand, the Handler brand, do you think it is really sustainable when you become a father as you grow? Is there an exit point for you?
That's deep. So I see the Handler brand as something that I would not always be the one going from event to event as time, goes, because it's a business, in as much as it's also ministry, which, now we have different handlers. I'm the handler. We have handler Vic, we have handler K. All right. As we go, we also have other handlers that's going to come into the picture.
Are they under your brand?
Yes, they are. As we go, they are able to also go to events. For instance, the experience last year, I was in Singapore when they went to record. I wasn't around, but they recorded well during, the experience. And a lot of people thought I was around, but I wasn't.
Well, is that not amazing? Still in this conversation, you spoke about when you guys had to sleep in a kiosk.
Yes.
And here you are talking about being in Singapore.
Yes.
Is that not inspiring?
Yes, it is. It is. I even have a professional degree from London School of Digital Marketing.
Imagine that.
Yeah. So it's and that's the part where the serious, because I had to see it and I'm like, Lord, teach me the business of what I'm doing. I really want to understand it. I want you to, the Lord started speaking to me. This is the formula to work on. This is what you should not do. This is how to go about it. Separate your finance from the handler. Let the handler be a brand that has its own account.
Yeah.
Let this on. And which we are able to we have been able to do that. And we thank God, because the drones we use are millions of naira.
Yeah.
The equipment we use are millions. So there's literally no equipment now that is cheap.
That's cheap.
Everything is very expensive. And I see so the handler brand is a movement in the body of Christ to propagate and push what God is doing in the body, right? And then we have the Son of the Prophet brand. So the Son of the Prophet brand is the mother company. Actually, it has a mother company, right? Which I won't talk about. But the Son of the Prophet brand and then the handler is under the Son of the Prophet brand. Because in the next 2 years, there will be a CEO for the handler. I won't run the day-to-day. There'll be someone who is going to run the day-to-day. He has his own staffs. He has his own members that will be deployed. Because also, there are some things that we are really working on, on the ground to push some of these things out very well. And then the Son of Prophet brand has to do with movies, cartoon, animations, comics, shoe brands sometimes in the future. And then it has its own operation also as well. Then I would retire to the other mother company, whereby there will be people running the day-to-day of the. Okay, I'm already going too deep. But yeah.
I'm going to ask you one question.
Okay, so.
When you're preparing for life is also preparing for you to shock you. What's your selling point if ministries begin to create their own handlers? Which is just a matter of when.
Yes. So we personally, for me and the team,
I don't think you should put the answer on camera.
Okay.
So we don't give too much out.
Yes, please. Yes.
Thank you.
I agree.
It's been an amazing time with you guys today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I want to say this, that my biggest joy speaking with people is to be able to bring out an aspect of them that people don't see on a daily basis. I have heard things today that has given me perspective, about the both of you, your background, your journey, where you're coming from. I give you time to answer this last question each. Where are you going, what you're doing? what you're doing now, where are you going with it? Yeah.
Oh, directed to me?
Both of you.
You go first.
Oh, you go first. You go first.
Where are you going? You've taken some detour at some point. You come across to me as a man who can take as many detours as possible if need be.
Yes.
I'm usually not scared for men who can take detours. But where are you going?
I'll try my best not to say too much on this aspect.
Just a brief
Yes.
description.
Where we're going with what we are doing, or where I'm going with what I'm doing, is to tell a story of hope in the body, a story of it is possible, a story of the move of God.
Yeah.
Really someone who is also big on the things of the move of God. I've been to places like Anakazo campus in Ghana just to really check, some of the histories. And, when you don't understand the history of what you are doing, abuse is inevitable. So I'm very concerned about the history of what we are doing and how to tell the story the right way. Because what we do also as the handler or, as a brand is also something that was also gotten through scriptures. God being the creator and Jesus influenced all that was created. And in the standpoint, there were also storytellers of Matthew, Luke, John, who also wrote a story about what happened. I mean, I would say this for a fact that Jesus was the first to use social media. Hence, I got some inspiration from there. He was the first person to have 12 followers and then 3 mutual friends.
Which media did Jesus use? Oh. 12 followers and 3 mutual friends.
3 mutual friends.
Okay.
And he used the first app, the mountain top, and then when he got there, he gained over 5,000 followers in just one leading. And afterwards, he bought data for them so they can keep going around to share the good news. It's more like a giveaway template, And some of these things are derived from scripture, what we do. So if Jesus was in this generation, he would have had an handler who would have been following him. Hence the work of Matthew, Luke, and John. So yeah.
Handler.
That's active.
You use the word key, something like that.
Handler to G.
Handler to G, yes. But there's this other thing, right? K-I-I-I. What was that?
So it's like when you are in a realm and you go, Kai.
Is that supposed to be Kai?
Yeah.
Is it K-A-I or Key?
K-I-I-I-I. And
So that's
fire at the end.
Interesting. Oh, wow. Dara, where are you going with this?
Oh, you're going very far. You're going beyond self. You're going beyond just hopping around and waiting for an event for them to invite you. I am already doing that, creating a system where every single art is going to be expressed. Because in Ample Room, we don't have poets, spoken word artists, no. They are fashion designers, people doing 9 to 5, cinematographers, media guys, like exceptional people just doing different things. I can count how many poets, I can really count them. So Ample Room will get to the point where it becomes like a hub, like an academy, like an umbrella, where, across different nations of the earth, there are retreats, there are conferences, there are conventions, to just, let this person know, you in the diaspora, I'm here, I'm with you, that community, not just, sitting around waiting for an event. We create something where every single person will function. More like I was telling someone one time, I said, I'm looking forward to having what Tyler Perry, this kind of production, where music, dance, drama, fashion, artists, whatever it is. And the funny thing is that there's room for everybody.
Yeah.
I don't need to dim my light for you to shine. I don't need to dim it for me to shine. That's why it's Rehoboth. That's why it's Ample.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're just creating that ecosystem that it's beyond Dara Speaks. It goes beyond the person. It becomes a system.
Amazing. You guys are really amazing. It's been great speaking with you today.
Thank you.
I wrote something down. What makes your destination possible is not just your determination to get there, but the ability to reinvent yourself on your way there and then be flexible with different tides and seasons. I hope that in the next couple of years, this will become a conversation I can always refer to, and that will, help guide, direct. You guys are amazing. Thank you for coming on Declassified.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.